Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. Their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a last week. That one was on the road. Now they get here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, Nick Foles.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he threw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fakes and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Foles. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Toss play to Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's the offense, and we give you too much power here. We let you highlight the player. Why'd you choose Zeitler?
Because I think the big guys up front never get enough credit. Kevin Zeitler, a guard, tough, nasty. We've got to give him some love.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's
no,
just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Being chased out left. He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. Complete. It's Henry. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A carry now for Lynch. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Brown. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing, Cousins. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
A 1st down throw for Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Cousins, dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
That's pulled in at the 32. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Foles. And incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Foles. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. On the draw play, Coleman. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, what a move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Lynch on the draw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did. And obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On second down, Lynch. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll look to throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down now, it's Lynch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Foles.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of...
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll drop the throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. It's a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Brown with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down. Here's Cousins. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flag. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Going deep here for Edelman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? Everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
5 yards on the pickup. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Back to throw. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have retaken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter. What we found out so far, 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Wentz. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Rolling to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 23. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Back to throw. On the move to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's got it. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They come out here in the eye. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Derrick Henry in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll look to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And bulldozing his way through. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down, the run with Lynch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This to potentially send us to overtime. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Now Wentz being chased out left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Now let's take a minute to see how you